Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be working on some aspects I want to fix in my game, more specifically my grip. I had a TikTok video go semi-viral about my grip and how I'm comfortable with the baseball grip. Today I'm going to play around, play 9 holes, changing my grip a little bit. I'm going to go for a more overlap grip. Although I do it anyway, I do pinky over the index. I'm going to emphasize it more and try and get it into the little gap there. I'll get instant feedback from this tee shot here. Felt good. Felt okay, a bit awkward. Okay, decent strike on this par 4. I've got about 140 left, so I'm going to hit a 9 iron. It's a bit heavy here on the first cut, so I have to get right through the ball. Just off the right. Whenever I've tried to change grips before, this is what always happens. It always peels off to the right. It feels really pushy, and I feel like I've got no control over the club. It's not as bad as I thought. I'm just off the right. Got a 52 here. I'm going to open it a little bit. It's quite fluffy here, so I'm going to the ball. Oh, a little bit thin. I think with chipping, I'm going to stay with the baseball. I just don't feel comfortable at all. Long putt for a par. Yeah, it's ideal. I'll take that on the first. So, feedback from the first hole. With the overlap grip, the driver felt fine. Iron felt a bit awkward. So we'll try this again. Oh, that's an absolute screamer. It feels so awkward with the iron. I feel like I'm going to shank it. Like that. It feels horrible. It's funny how your mind works. Like, I really want to give up just now and just go back to the baseball grip. Well, I say that, but like it's a baseball grip, but it's like tight. So it's like my next finger comes across, and it feels great. I feel like I'm not holding the club with the overlap. A bit left. Just short of the bunker, that's fine. Sit up normally, got my hands a bit tighter, and just kind of overlap them slightly. That felt a bit better. It's quite a tight lie, it's okay. Nice low hands. Oh my god, what a shot. Just tuck this away. Little tap in par. It's a good start, 1 over. Okay, so some more feedback there from that hole. So driver feels great, irons feel absolutely terrible. So I think I'll try it consistently, the overlap, like the more conventional one for driving. For my irons, I think I'll kind of do a half and half. So the baseball grip's fine. It's a good baseball grip. It's not as if it's like underneath in a strong grip. It's over the top and it feels good. I'm just going to go with tight hands, a little mini overlap. Keep it nice and controlled again. I've got a pitch and wedge here. It's 100. This is winter tee, so 130 yards. Oh, it's so good. Right there. Did just a little bit of control. Sometimes with the baseball grip, I can get kind of hooky with the irons, but just that little overlap feels a little bit more neutral. They feel good. Right. A little bit left to right. Oh my god. Just totally misread. Has to be left to right, surely. Oh. Putting's definitely one part of my game that has to improve. I've changed grips about 3 or 4 times and nothing seems to be consistent. It's not really even the stroke. The stroke feels good. It's actually just reading putts. Like, I need to just like sit on a green for 2 hours and just read putts over and over again. 4! I'm not sure whether to blame the grip or the swing there. The swing was pretty bad. It felt okay, but obviously not. So, although backswing's fine, in my head, I think like I'm gonna hit it, like negative swing thoughts. So, I'm just gonna choke down a bit, through the ball, forget all this crap, try and punch it out here. Oh, I'm in the bunker. It's like the worst spot I could be. Choke down a bit, underneath the ball, has to pop up, don't decelerate. Through the ball. Oh god, that's good. I'll take that all day, honestly. And up and down here would be fantastic. Oh, released too far. Has to be right to left. That is awful. That's one of the worst putts I've ever hit in my life. I don't even know what that was. Jesus, man. Right, par 3. It's usually 200 yards, but because it's winter tees again, it's probably 160 uphill. All I'm going to do is I'm going to hit a nice gentle 5 up the left, get it to fade in. It's about, I don't know, 15, 20 yards uphill, so. Oh, that felt terrible as well. It's not in the bunker. I think the problem with trying to change my grip, I know it's like, it's almost like peer pressure. Like, my iron plays really good with a baseball grip, and every time I post on TikTok about it, people are like, oh, you're never going to improve. That's so good. It's almost like that's going to be pin high. It's almost like why would I change it? But because everyone on TikTok and everyone on YouTube's like, oh, you can't play with a baseball grip. You're never going to improve. Blah blah blah. You just feel like you have to. You feel like you're doing something wrong. But I'm definitely not. With driver, I can see how it works. It's more neutral. But for an iron, I want to have more control. I want it to be strong, so I can control the face. Well, we'll keep going. That hill sucked. My second ball is pin high. It's great. Right, first ball, you play true. It's up on the top tier, so again, confident, pop it up, hope for a little bit of check. A little bit pushy, but it's fine. Because my putting's so poor just now, like a 3-putt could happen here. Oh, it didn't break. I almost hit it too hard there. Ah! I'm in two minds here whether just to lay up. It's a par 4, it's a dog leg, right to left. Usually I hit iron down at the flat and then I've got a 9 up to the green, but I'd rather hit a driver and a wedge in. There's water on the left. I don't know if you could see it on the camera. There's water on the left, bunkers on the left, trees will be right. If I'm to bail out, it needs to bail out right. It's a bit fadey, but it's a good strike. The overlap, it still feels like, it almost feels like my right hand isn't holding the club. It feels like I have no control over it at all. And it feels like the face is open as I'm swinging back, whereas with my baseball grip, I feel like I have really good control of the face. And when I'm coming through, I just feel in total control. So good strike. I'm left with about 140, so 8 iron. Again, back to my old grip. I feel so much more comfortable. Oh, it feels great. To be on the green. Before I hit the shot, guys, make sure you like and subscribe. I'm trying to kind of venture away from TikTok, spread out to Instagram and YouTube. So for longer content, it helps a lot. So thanks for watching this far anyway. Still a bit scary. Am I the only one who gets nervous over these putts? I hate this distance because you should be making it, but at the same time it's missable. Come on! 5 over after 6. It's not great. It's not great, but we're trying things out, we're experimenting, we're practicing, it's fine. I almost like resent the golf community because they're like, oh, you're never going to improve, blah blah blah, you're going to hit a ceiling. But yeah, it's just interesting to experiment and see if they're right. So far, I don't think they are. Oh, it was drawn a bit too much. I'm just shy of the crap in there. They're doing some renovation of the course, so this bit's really tight. There's tire tracks everywhere, so I'm just going to replace it. Pinky and the index finger, so it's kind of more joint. Oh my god. I don't like it at all. I don't like it. I feel like I've got like no control over the club. Just shanked it there. It's terrible. Back to the old grip. Back to the old grip. I kind of forgot I was playing stroke play there and didn't realise that I just dropped the ball, so I'll add a stroke. So that's 1, shank 2, drop 3, 4. It's a 5th shot. Oh, all over the place now. I think as soon as you start doubting your own abilities, that's just when golf just goes downhill, because golf's such a mental game, you have to be confident. And I shot an 81 yesterday, which is pretty much to my handicap. Felt really good, tee to green. As soon as I hit a shank there, just you totally lose it. A couple of bad shots and your brain just can't take it. Ah, it's good effort. It's a 7. So there's still hope for the overlap on my driver swing. This hole is horrible. There's water all the way down the right. As a fader of the ball with my driver, it's not very nice. So I'm going to start it just inside this tree on the left. See if I can bring it in. That was good. Third one, just need to focus on contact. Get there. Oh, it got there. A little bit of backspin too. A little conclusion before we play the last hole. So I feel like today I've learned a lot of things. So I was on the range beforehand, I was practicing the interlock and I was practicing the overlap grip. With the driver, it feels okay. It still feels a little bit loose, but with the irons, it feels absolutely terrible. I feel like with the interlock and even the overlap, I feel like I have no control over the club and my right hand isn't even touching it. On my downswing, I feel as if the face is open and I feel as if I'm going to shank it every single time. Whereas with my baseball grip, I feel like I've got complete control of the face. I feel like I can get loads of spin on it. I feel like I can get distance. I can hit down in it. Although a majority of players use the overlap and use the interlock, there's still loads of players out there that use a baseball grip and swear by it. Personally, I know loads of golfers who are 1, 2 handicappers that use a baseball grip. So for me, I'm not going to change anything. I don't think I might tinker with the driver swing a little bit. I feel like I got some great distance and I felt a bit more neutral over my driver with the overlap grip. So I'm going to test out the driver. But as I say, I think my irons are fine how they are. I'm not going to change anything. I'm not going to give in to peer pressure. But yeah, thanks for watching. We're going to finish off this 9. Let's see what I shoot.